Пострел!
Can Ukraine win? That's the question on the minds of many analysts as the war in Ukraine.
Zelensky confirms deadly clashes with North Korean troops as Vladimir Putin says he is willing to talk to Donald Trump regarding this war, and he just wanted to finish the story. North Korean troops deployed in Russia's Kursk region have fought Kyiv's forces on battlefield, and Ukrainian President Zelensky saying that the clashes resulted in fatalities. So that means a lot of people are dying from both the sides. 11,000 North Korean soldiers or soldiers of the North Korean army are currently present on the territory of Russian Federation in border with Ukraine. On the north of Ukraine in the Kursk region. Some of these troops have already taken part in hostilities against Ukrainian military. So this is what the Zelensky is claiming, and this is what he said, that they are already in losses from both sides, of course, even on the North Korean side. And this is a fact that he did not specify which side suffered the heaviest losses. Ukraine and its NATO allies are also gauging how the re-election of US President Donald Trump, that he was president-elect, will impact the balance of the war, and are bracing for possibility of a dramatic reduction in U.S. support 2.5 years after Moscow invaded Ukraine. So probably on the financial side, on the money side, of course, U.S. will pull back. Russian President Putin made his first public comment on U.S. elections, saying that he's ready for a dialogue with Republican President-elect Donald Trump, and he wants this war to end totally, absolutely. So Russia's war in Ukraine deserves attention at the very least. So Putin is now moving forward to end this war. And also Putin congratulated Donald Trump on his election victory and praised that Donald Trump is courageous, conducted following an assassination attempt in July, which he got spared. So of course Donald Trump didn't die, and that's the reason. And remember, Trump said that he would end the war in 24 hours after he's elected as a president. Now, what's happening now? He's elected as a president and the war still didn't die. The war is getting intense, and people are dying in the war. So throughout this election campaign, Donald Trump and his running mate J.D. Vance cast strong doubts on continued U.S. commitment in Kyiv and made comments on that suggest the U.S. could pressure Ukraine into uneasy truce with Russia. And Trump has never elaborated on how he would quickly end the war in 24 hours. Until now, it's been a lot of hours passed, but the war still didn't stop, because he said he would stop this war on the day one as he's president-elect. So Trump's election to a second term comes at a very precarious moment in the war. Ukraine is under fierce pressure on the front line, where its army chief has warned his forces are facing one of the most powerful Russian offensives since the war started. Now, Moscow is also unleashing near constant waves of long-range drone strikes on Ukrainian cities and firing decoy drone without warheads to overwhelm Ukraine's air defense. So basically, Ukraine is getting obliterated, and Moscow is attacking Ukraine very heavily. On the other hand, Ukraine president also said that Budapest on Thursday that world leaders are not listening from the Ukrainian side, and they are not really allowing Kyiv to use long-range weapons as it faces a new wave of escalation involving the army of another state in a war against the Ukraine. And that is why it's becoming nastier and nastier for Ukraine. In a very clear sense, we can see Ukraine is under immense pressure from Russian side, and even now fears the decision of the Donald Trump, who is the 47th president-elect, 47th president of the United States, who will be on January fully. Now, seems like Ukraine is on a full verge to collapse and lose this war towards Russia. And that's how the war is going now, because Russia is attacking very immensely towards Ukraine. But we never know what Donald Trump will decide and how, and in what sense he will make this war settle peacefully, so Russia and Ukraine both are peaceful forever and there's no conflict in Europe. And believe me, if this stops, Europe will be peaceful. So let's see what really happens after Donald Trump really moves forward really to stop this war, talks to Putin or talks to NATO leaders. I don't know whom he will talk and how he'll stop the war. We'll wait and watch how the hell this war is going to stop, because a lot of people are dying. Doesn't matter, even from Ukrainian side, even from Russian side or North Korean side, a lot of people dying. And Putin wants only one thing. He wants the land, but Ukraine, they don't want to give. But let's see how Donald Trump will negotiate with Putin, whether he will give away half of the land from Ukraine or whether he will try to make a deal in a way or another that both sides are really happy. What I think, Trump might let go half of the land, what really they occupied or invaded in Ukraine. And this is how the war can really get settled in a very peaceful way. So Putin in coming years, probably he will not attack Ukraine. This is a highly possible way out. And another way, what I'm thinking is Donald Trump will also push or force Ukraine not to join NATO. So Russia might not feel threat. So if Ukraine is joining NATO, of course, Russia will keep on attacking and the things will get honestly nasty. And this is what a possible thing Donald Trump could really force to Ukraine, that do not join NATO, be a peaceful region in the middle between Europe and between Russia. So you guys are peaceful and the wars will not really break out. So everyone is happy here. Everyone is happy. So let me know in the comment below, what do you think? And let me know where this war is really heading and who is winning and who is losing. And do you think how Donald Trump will stop this war on a good way or a bad way? Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel and help the channel to grow more and more, and let's hit that 1,000 subscribers. Thank you so much, and probably